Welcome. This is ProFormaStabilized Distressed Analysis video tutorial number 1. My name is Jeffrey Smith. This is the ProFormaStabilized spreadsheet. I have added a new worksheet, Distressed Analysis Summary. When you have a severely distressed property, the way you analyze that property is significantly different compared to a stabilized property. Analyzing a distressed property requires a different way of looking at the numbers. On this worksheet, you specify the primary and secondary financing and the distressed annual operating data, how it's currently operating. You also specify the rehab and repositioning costs. You specify syndication parameters that are different from a stabilized property. And the spreadsheet will then calculate from the pro forma operating data the after repositioning value of the property. The business model for repositioning distressed properties can either be to refinance the property after stabilization or to sell the property. So this spreadsheet will do both. It will calculate the repositioned cash flow for the property after it's been refinanced, and it will also calculate the sale parameters. For example, we have a 7% cost of sale based on the ARV. We get the sale gross proceeds. We then redeem the financing for the senior tranches and then distribute the net proceeds between the syndicator and the private financiers. We also calculate an annualized yield on this sale distribution to the private financiers based upon their initial investment and their cash flow while the property was distressed. You can see over here we plug in a guesstimate of 130% cash out return if we want to refinance the property and give the private financiers 130% return on their initial investment. The spreadsheet calculates the effective cash out return rate, 122.3%. This is a simple rate simply based on how much they put in and how much they got out for the cash out. It does not consider the cash flow during the repositioning project. When you consider the cash flow on the repositioning project and the duration of the project, the spreadsheet calculates a much lower number. 62.5% annualized return on investment. Once you have specified the current operating data and the pro forma operating data and the rehab and repositioning costs and the various syndication parameters, and you're satisfied with the calculations, you can then go to the table of contents. The distressed analysis checkbox down here enables or disables the inclusion of the distressed operating statement. This is where you would specify how the property is currently operating. The pro forma operating statement is the pro forma numbers of how you anticipate the property to be operating when it's stabilized. So when you select distressed analysis, if you select loan request, the worksheets that are appropriate for a loan request for distressed analysis will be selected. Notice that the lease schedule is not included because on a distressed property, there's probably very few, if any, units rented. Select syndication. A different set of worksheets are selected. Now these worksheets, such as investment opportunity, are set up so that they detect whether you selected the distressed analysis checkbox, and they will include the appropriate information. When you're all done with your analysis and you're ready to generate your presentation package, simply select Generate Package, and the PDF file will be generated with the selected worksheets. The rehab and repositioning costs can be handled either through the repair estimates sheet, which is just a summary of the repairs, or you could attach a separate PDF file created by your general contractor with a complete scope of work estimate and draw schedule. Once again, when you have finished using the spreadsheet and you want to save it, be sure to save CSV, which creates a separate plain text file of comma-separated values for later import into Microsoft Word for mail merge. This has been ProFormaStabilized Spreadsheet Distressed Analysis Video Tutorial number 1. My name is Jeffrey Smith, and thank you for your support.